Welcome to the team. Overworked and Underplayed is a not safe for work Dungeons and Dragons actual play podcast about a group of boss babes and boss bros breaking free from the world of corporate drudgery who find themselves transported to a strangely familiar place full of fantasy and magic. See attached for episode description and content warnings.
Hello and welcome, my little seedlings, to the orchard. Every journey begins with its first step on the main highway to the orchard. Upon arrival, you'll accept some food and beverage and get to enjoy a wide variety of activities, which will now be explained to you by my friend Dawn here.
Hi, I'm Dawn, like the sunrise.
Oh,
Yeah. So you can do this really cool, like, drum circle. Also, there's a fire circle where you can get your spirit name. Mine is Dawn. And
no, don't throw the log.
Oh, sorry.
yeah, if you could keep it down while we're recording this, please. So also, we have a traveling yoga instructor.
Oh, you talking about Dr. D, Dr. Datarian?
Yeah, the yoga's really good.
Yeah, he's got a cool mask.
Yeah. It probably gets really sweaty under there.
Yeah, and after you enjoy a long day of all these activities, you get to join us in the big tent, because here at the orchard, everyone's family. And on your first day, you'll be greeted as special guests of our main man, Mike Chef.
He is, like, literally the coolest.
Yeah. Now, after your dinner and you conclude your first day, we know you'll stay. Because here at the orchard, growth is always an option.
But, like, no pressure.
Greetings, my paid and unpaid interns. I am Alex Capps, your DM or district manager, and this is Overworked and Underplayed, a D&D podcast for young professionals by young professionals. Our icebreaker this week, what is your character's dream job?
What up? It's your boy Marcel Hardy playing Richard Cox, a human consultant turned halfling bard who wholly believes it's better to be lucky than good, but it's best to be both. And Richard's dream job is still undetermined. That's kind of why he's in the situation that he's in now. He got his first degree in physics, couldn't find a job, and then so he went back and got a business degree, and now he's a consultant, but he doesn't like that. So dream job still to be determined. Maybe he'll find it here. Who knows?
Oh, mystery. Hi, my name is Annalyn Hardy, and I play Taylor Jacobs, a centaur barbarian with a heart of gold. And her dream job is to be CEO of Coca-Cola. She's going all the way to the
that's
top.
amazing. Specifically Coca-Cola?
Specifically Coca-Cola.
Because we're in Atlanta.
Is she
It's
passionate?
an Atlanta
Yeah.
pillar of
Yeah.
industry.
Wait, how
Okay,
would she
yeah.
feel if she was if got offered the CFO of PepsiCo?
Nope, not same.
Hi, everyone. I'm Katie, and I play Crystal, the Drow Druid, with her very own MLM, Crystal Clarity. And her dream job is obviously Crystal Clarity.
Right.
It is. What else would it be? But secretly inside, she would love to be a real housewife of Atlanta.
I could see it.
But she's not married, so she's trying to figure
She's like,
out.
how can I be a housewife and also not have to deal with a husband?
Yeah, so she's working a contract with Chad.
Hey, I'm Marjorie. I play Amy Ann Amanda, a basic B, rough and tumble human fighter with a freshly minted dentistry degree. So, in her deepest, darkest dreams, the only thing that she would ever consider doing differently than dentistry would be to become a veterinarian.
I was really
Maybe
hoping
an animal
you were
dentist.
An
Yes.
animal.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Tyler. I play the IT paladin known as Bentley. And Bentley's dream job is basically already what he's doing. He likes working computers. It's not really a dream job. It was more something he originally wanted to do because he could tolerate IT work and was happy to learn about it. And then he struck big on Bitcoin, and now he doesn't really have to work, but he's like, oh, why wouldn't I work? It'd be kind of, I might get bored if I didn't, so.
Once again, I am Alex Capps, your DM or district manager. And in my heart of hearts, if I had a dream job, it would be to one day get to be a player and not a DM.
Hey listeners, this show is made possible by the support of our awesome patrons. In addition to a thank you for their support, our patrons get an ad-free listening experience and access to exclusive bonus content. In the weeks between episodes, our patrons are getting an extra show where we recap episodes and talk about some of our favorite moments. For more details about what you can get by supporting us on Patreon, check us out at patreon.com/ownuppod.
All right, so when you guys last left off, you had made it to the orchard. You've made some first impressions, some of you more than others, and you made it to the main banquet area where Mike Chef had noticed you guys' arrival and had invited you to come be his guests of honor at his table.
Aren't we? Wasn't he about to start speaking?
Oh no, we also had Bentley made a revelation.
Not to the party.
Yeah, not to the party, but
Bentley.
he tried to.
Yeah. Bentley thinks he told the party.
Via the bracelets.
Yeah. That he detected something fiendish.
And he just thinks we're ignoring him?
Oh, we left him on
We
red.
don't know yet.
Oh, yeah, you don't know because that's how we ended. So
Oh, Bentley,
I
do
do
you
have a
think
question,
we just left you on red?
I don't know.
Aw.
as we come back into the scene, you guys are receiving a standing ovation from the rest of the orchard as their leader, Mike Chef, has invited you up to his table. He leans in. He says, "Come on now, let's y'all come on up and let's have a nice dinner. And there's much to discuss. I want to hear all about you guys."
Taylor's immediately suspicious because she's never gotten this much positive validation in her life.
On the other hand, Crystal was already walking to the head table.
Yeah. Crystal's like, finally.
She's like, where else was I supposed to sit? So she's just like, yeah.
And so basically to describe the area, so you have a better idea, the building is more of like an octagonal shape. It would look similar to like a circus tent, except it's like a rigid structure. It's not temporary. And his table is...
Is it a fabric reinforced structure?
I was going to say
Sure.
like glamping or something.
Yeah. And he is, his table is a circular table seated at the center of the building. And all the other members of the orchard are seated at extremely long rectangular tables that go out in like a pattern almost.
Like middle circle, and then they all like at the end and facing the circle.
Is it like
yeah,
spokes?
like a bunch of spokes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not the Hogwarts house tables, because that's what I pictured when
That's
we
what
walked
I was
in.
thinking too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're kind of like those tables, but it's just in a circular pattern
Okay.
inside of this big building.
Okay.
Going back to my question,
Yeah, what's up?
did Bentley sense that the magic didn't activate in the wrists or the bracelet?
Make me an insight check.
First roll of the session.
Not good. 9.
You think everyone heard you loud and clear, and they're just being cool. Radio silence.
Well, these guys didn't freak out as much as I thought they would. Inner monologue to demon.
Would we like?
Or to Bentley.
It's a fiend. We probably. If you were to tell Crystal that a fiend is in the room, she would have no fucking clue.
So just full disclosure, he looks like a normal human.
yeah.
Yeah,
He looks
just
like
human
making
guy.
sure you guys
like
know.
a
Does
he look like
normal
a
cult
dad?
leader.
Or-
Yeah, he's kind of got like a dad look.
Is
to
he
him.
dressed in linen?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Big
It's
linen
just like a
robes.
casual.
Does
Like,
he have a dad
cult
bod?
leader.
He's a little more fancy than what everyone else is wearing, but
Okay.
not like
So he's
not like
embroidered. He's
not
got
like
embroidery.
decidedly so. Like not like if
Yeah.
you
Like
saw
a
them
humble brag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like if you saw them all walking together.
Quiet luxury.
Yeah, if you saw them That is such a Crystal thing to say. The whole place is decorated boho chic.
Oh, dude,
So there's
this
like
is-
pillows you can sit on.
This is
everywhere.
Yeah, and there's
freaking
tapestries
home.
hung up on the walls
Love that.
But
with
does
it's
lots
all
of
Urban
Mandelas.
Outfitters.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I think I'm also a little bit suspicious because almost everybody but Mama Tildy that we've run across has tried to screw us in some way, shape, or form. So
Not everyone.
I think you mean screw us over. That's gross.
Oh.
No. In her
no,
case,
That's what I mean, yeah.
Actually, at least one has tried. So
It's great. You know what I'm trying to say. So
There
I'm
should be a
also
distinction because that did happen to you too.
who doesn't have our best interests at heart.
Okay.
Let me put it
Yeah,
that way.
yeah.
So I'm also a little little suspicious based on his enthusiasm. So is there anything I'd like to see if, look back at the group and see if anybody else is feeling the same way, if I can pick that
Okay.
up on their faces.
make me a perception check, but with disadvantage because everyone's kind of uneasy right now because like there's a room full of people clapping and like
Everyone
and
except
cheering you.
Crystal.
Yeah.
Crystal is not uneasy at all. She's home.
So you say perception?
Yeah.
Oh, with disadvantage, it's 4.
With a 4, you look around, you look at the rest of the group, and you can see that pretty much everybody but Crystal is a little uneasy already. But like you think about it, you're like, maybe that's just because we're like, there's all these people clapping and standing
Yeah.
for us, right?
Okay.
Like,
I have a question.
Yeah.
Going back to my channel divinity, so this is the first time Bentley's pinged anything off of it. What does it feel like to him to feel how does he determine, does it feel evil that it's a fiend?
so a cold chill runs down your spine.
All right. So like
And
some
this,
bad juju.
this kind of dark aura is like kind of emanating off of him for just a second, and it's like a voice whispers in the back of your mind, something fiendish this way comes.
Okay. So it's kind of like
This
that,
is
like when you're somewhere and you feel like something's off, like you need to
Yeah.
get the fuck out of Dodge. Gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha.
you definitely got the tingly feeling like something's not right.
Okay. Cool. Bentley's gonna walk slower than the rest of them. He doesn't want them to go up there alone and him not go up there because he doesn't want to like be separated. But he's gonna be like hanging back and be like, walk slow. Hopefully someone notices.
Are all of the chairs approximately the same height, and are they regular height to a normal table?
Most of the chairs are the same height, but there are some that look like they've been modified to be either taller or shorter.
Richard's going to aim for one of the chairs for a shorter sized person.
Ooh, I have another question. The food that's on the tables, is it like actual food or is it just like a bunch of sides and the main course hasn't been brought out yet?
So
Like, are they gonna eat us?
I don't understand.
Is it an appetizer, you mean?
You
Okay.
think like we're like human sacrifice? Well,
yeah,
we're not human. Some of us.
So right now, all that's on the table at his table is what appears to be a rather nice charcuterie board.
So it's girl dinner.
Well, this is just the aperitif.
Aperitif?
Yeah, whatever. Fuck off. Aperitif.
There's a lot of fucking off we're doing.
I'm just trying to help. Shit.
Can you tell we've all been doing this for a
would
year?
like to be known. I have no idea. Oh,
As you approach, Mike Chef says, no worries, my friends. This is just a light course to start the evening off over some, delicious beverages, all produced here locally, along with our fresh charcuterie boards.
do you have kombucha?
You see as he, snaps his fingers, and, another elf comes up, and he whispers, and they said, ha, and they walk off. And he goes, they're going to check and see if any of our fresh booch is available.
Ooh.
This is amazing.
The question is, do they have sauce?
Are you
No.
asking that?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
So can I say thank you, Mr. Chef, for inviting us to your table. It's so nice to finally meet
Oh,
somebody.
is it chef's table?
Ah,
I don't know. Did I?
No,
it's a show.
not.
It's a show. Chef's table is a show.
Is that really a show?
Yeah.
What do they do on that show?
Chef's
fine
chef
dining.
stuff.
Oh.
It's like the chef's table. Like at restaurants, like you're supposed to it's like a special table they set up in the kitchens for rich folks to sit at. Which is funny because you would think that would be like the place where they sit
well,
people
rich
that
people
don't
are
need to be
always
there.
chasing
Yeah.
the next miserable thing. So
yeah. This is just so they can be very close to the way their food has been prepared.
that sounds like, as someone who enjoys cooking, that sounds like the opposite of what I would want. But
it does sound
anyways,
smelly and
So
sweaty
thank
and
you.
sticky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you so much. And this is not, and I introduced myself to him, and it's such a change of pace. Almost everyone we've met up until the orchard has been, kind of a jerk.
Miss Amanda, I couldn't agree with you more. When I journeyed this place, just as all of you have before, I found a lot of darkness and a lot of just hatred in this world out there. And that's why I gathered some like-minded people, and we created our own little oasis.
Wow. Well, thank you for letting us dine with you.
No, thank you for joining us here.
I'll sit next to Richard.
And
Okay.
Richard's going to try to sit next to Mike Chef.
Okay.
Crystal's sitting on the other side of Mike's chair.
She's like, I want to make sure everyone knows that there's two heads to this table,
Yeah.
to this round
Even
table.
though it's round, it's fine. It's
Bentley's
fine.
gonna sit directly opposite.
I was gonna say Taylor's right next to Bentley. I imagine
He's gonna set his
for protection purposes.
sure.
They're
Yeah.
still super
Totally
awkward.
not to
They
murder
haven't
him.
talked about Taylor trying to kill
Bentley
him.
doesn't know. Bentley has no memory of that, remember? He was like,
Oh,
whatever.
so it's Taylor.
Oh,
Only
shit.
Taylor.
Bentley
Yeah.
still doesn't know.
Oh,
Seriously?
God.
yeah.
It didn't
Yeah.
come up.
No.
Not
No.
yet. Not even.
Bentley
That's
is
gonna
going
be so
to-
fun. That's Taylor's nightmare.
Bentley, as he's sitting down, he's like, this is a little uncomfortable, and he's gonna like remove his one of his weapons, like put it between his legs, just because it's uncomfortable and
It's
rubbing
gonna-
things
like-
wrong.
So quick pause. It's gonna be really funny when like one time Bentley's like, "Man, I've got a pounding headache," and Taylor's just over there like, "Oh no, what have I done?" Like, oh
I've
man.
given him an aneurysm.
So you take
Sorry, that's
you
not
take
funny.
one of your weapons.
Yeah,
and
just like put it between my legs and like rest it, because he's like, it's kind of like rubbing my back weird.
he says, "Oh, my friend, do you want us to check that in for you?"
Oh no, I kind of want to rest my head on it. It's the handle reaches up higher than the table, and I'm
He
lazy. So
says, "Hold on. That's nonsense. And he snaps his fingers again. Another member comes up. This time it's a dragonborn, and he whispers something in his ear, and he comes back with a wooden rack and then props it up like behind you. And he's like, "Feel free to rest your weapons here. There's no need for them at this table. We're all friends here, aren't we?"
Taylor's gonna roll and try and understand.
yeah, I want to roll insight.
What are you?
Yeah.
So both of you roll insight.
I'm still looking to see if there's like any veiled threat in what he's
Okay.
saying.
Yeah.
You
I won't-
yeah.
I want to see. She's trying to understand what the motive is here, what the game is.
That's a 21.
So
Balls.
you don't really pick up anything. You look again. Even though given what you know, like you still feel on edge, but nothing is telling you that you're in imminent danger.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, Bentley will just put them on the rack as long as the rack is close to him.
So Taylor, what did you roll?
Taylor got a 9.
So Taylor, something about Bentley's body language bothers you. Like something, it just comes off wrong. Like I'm not gonna say it's like you think he's being rude, but something kind of like you're just kind of suspicious because Bentley's acting weird, like different. Because every other time you've gone somewhere, Bentley's been like, "All right, I'm gonna go do this," and he's just all laid back. But now Bentley seems very engaged, and that can
Never seen this before.
Oh, no. Woo!
Just kidding.
All the sirens are going off.
All right, Richard, are you?
Can you
doing,
smite
said
with
you
an unarmed
seated-
strike?
You sat down.
Bitch slap Taylor.
Yeah.
Richard, you said you sat down next to Mike Schuff.
Yes.
He says, "Well, hello, my little friend.
Oh.
So
Crystal's irritated that he talked to Richard first.
Right.
he
Well, technically, he talked to Bentley.
he looks and he says,
Even worse.
He says, "Do you, I don't mean any offense by this, but we have booster seats if that would make you more comfortable, where you could sit more easily at the table with everyone."
Well, that's what I said. Richard was going to try to get a chair that's
Oh,
designed for...
okay. You meant at this particular table.
Yeah.
So he gets a chair brought in for you then.
Okay.
And he says, "There you go. Now you can sit up here with all of us, so we can all eat as equals."
Ah, just the
Get
way
to eat
things
at the
used to be.
adults' table.
The way things used to be.
He says, "We don't get many drow here. What's your story, Miss?"
Oh, thanks for noticing.
Miss
I'm Crystal.
Crystal. I think
I
I've
may have
met
heard
a
of
Miss
her.
Crystal. Anyways, go on.
Wait, what did you say? Sorry.
I think I've met a Miss Crystal before, but she looked different than you. Anyways, neither here nor there. Tell me, what's your story?
She launches. She launches into her entire marketing platform. And she's like, have you heard of Crystal Clarity?
I've heard of the church. He uses quotation marks of clarity. Yes.
Yes. Well, that was stolen from me.
Stolen, you say?
Yeah, my identity was completely snatched. I lost my cell phone on the trip here, and
Cell
someone
phone.
snagged my phone, and they took all of my marketing, all of my materials.
The trip here, where are you from?
Not here. I really don't know how to explain it because every time I've done so, people have given me very strange looks, and she just looks around to her like fellow travelers.
Amy Ann is mouthing Atlanta.
It's not like
Atlanta.
because she thinks Crystal doesn't know where she's.
That's like peak, like Amy Ann trying to help. And at
Yeah,
the same time,
well, you didn't know the name of your boyfriend.
It's true, didn't you?
she's just trying to be helpful, and we're all like, she knows where we're from.
So we're from out of town, like really out of town, and we're currently trying to get back because I have an empire to run, and a lot of my other travelers, we also have like lives and jobs that we're just kind of stuck here until we can figure a way back home.
But let me ask you a question. Were those places stressful?
Yes. In a
Taylor's
very
like,
amazing
no.
way. I
It's
had some
Deception.
amazing coping mechanisms. Have you ever heard of essential oils?
I've heard of alchemy, so yes.
Well,
Let
I
me ask you a
specialize.
question.
I
What do you-
specialized in making alchemical solutions to stress-related problems. So
But, Miss Crystal, what do you really want to do? It's not walking around talking to people and selling products, is it?
she's beginning to realize this is a trick question.
Taylor's like, what?
I mean,
Um,
that's just a means to an end, isn't it?
well, I like my lifestyle, so I need to do things to maintain it.
Well, what lifestyle is that?
Well, I work very hard for my money, and so I like the finer things in life,
Like what?
like nice cars and nice clothes and shoes and all of the facets of an upper class life. So I like to shop at Urban Outfitters.
Oh, we have one of those at the compound. No, I'm just kidding. Interesting.
Pottery Barn too.
So you exist only to acquire goods.
I exist only to help others to acquire goods.
Taylor's like, here.
But there's no
I
greater
exist
purpose.
to help others achieve their goals.
While they're talking back and forth, Richard is going to try to use the bracelet to talk to Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to be like, this guy's asking a lot of questions, and she's mentioned a lot of things that they shouldn't know about, and he's
So-
not phased in the slightest.
So I want you to both make a stealth check,
Yeah.
Both of us.
or no, do a sleight of hand,
Yeah.
and then give me that result.
That's a 15 on sleight of hand.
Okay. And then I need you to make an insight check because you
Okay.
don't hear any response from Taylor.
Inside. Okay. 14.
You say that right into the bracelet, and you don't hear any response from Taylor Jacobs, right?
Mm-hmm.
For a long time. And you notice Taylor hasn't even looked over at you or anything. And when you get a little anxious, and as you take your hand off of it and you kind of look back, you just glance, not Mike, one of his people sitting at the table was kind of glanced over at you when you did that. Like it's like he was looking out of the corner of his eye, and as you turn back, you see him avert his gaze over somewhere else.
And it's sitting at our table?
Yes.
Or at a okay.
Yeah, he's at the table with you guys. What's up, Tyler?
I was wanting to do a history check with my +2 to orchard checks and see if it's common knowledge that they are led by someone fiendish.
Okay, so yeah,
Or is it something that I could just
make
know?
a history check.
Okay.
I think it's funny.
No, that's not
that the
good.
person with the highest perception right now is
That
me,
is
and I
a-
am completely
Is it history?
Yeah.
oblivious to what's
It's a
going on.
9.
Yeah.
So a
I found my
9.
weakness.
You do not in the stuff you learned about the orchard, you do not remember any mention of fiends.
Okay.
And so that's what you see, Richard. So Mike Chef turns back. He says, "So Crystal, seriously though, I mean, there has to be some greater purpose to all of this, right?"
Oh, there is. Again, it is to further other people's success and build up other females and help them launch their careers.
So what I hear is that what you value most is the ability to help others achieve what you have.
Absolutely, she's lying.
Taylor's never been more heartened.
I want you to make a deception check.
Okay, hold on. That is a 18 plus 5.
Okay. So you say that, right? You say, of course. And you see he just kind of grins. He says, absolutely, of course. No need to take this offline. Overworked and Underplayed will circle back after these messages. Now you.
Wait, she wants to know if you believed her.
Roll for insight.
That was such a dead roll. It didn't even roll anywhere. So that is 7 plus 6.
Yeah, you think he completely believed you.
Okay.
He says, now you're a peculiar one. Looks directly at Taylor. He says, what's your story? How did such a fine lady show up at this place?
How did I get here? Or
Yeah, what brought you to the orchard? I always love hearing everyone's stories of the winding roads our lives take us on.
Yes, I mostly walked.
It's a very literal
He
interpretation.
he laughs a little
She
bit.
knows this feels very weird, but she knows if she answers honestly, she's probably fine. So she's gonna try and keep it direct and vague.
He says, oh, that's a good one. I've never heard that one before. All right, well, we'll continue the conversation as the evening goes on. But what would everyone like for dinner tonight? I always like giving my guests some options.
Amy Ann has already made a huge plate of the charcuterie.
Yeah.
Like, whatever you guys want, I don't mind.
What's the chef special?
The chef special. He
I just realized what I said.
Yeah. He said, we do a mean eggplant parmesan here.
Oh, that
Is it
sounds good.
vegan?
He gets very confused look on his face and he goes, I think the main cook is from Travaria. I don't know if he's from Vega, but
Never mind.
okay.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
What about the rest of you? We have multiple kinds of fish. We have, of course, we do have some meat available for those who wish to partake in the flesh of another living creature.
I just hope you realize that you're asking millennials to decide what to eat for dinner
Yeah.
without a menu.
Oh, I know.
I hope you realize it's not an issue for Bentley. He says,
Yeah, Bentley's like, I want some fucking barbacoa tacos.
Right?
what? No. Steak, medium rare with potatoes.
All right.
Straightforward and honest.
Taylor would like some apples.
Oh.
She's got
You
an
realize you
affinity
could-
to them over time.
She's like, at first it was kind of offensive. She's like, these things are fucking good.
right?
these
She has a
apples
new
are
better than any
appreciation for
apples
them
ever.
now. What'd you say?
So they're better than any apples ever in the real world.
Really? Right. Yeah, exactly. So as the people are deciding, Taylor wants to turn the questions to Chef. Can we just call him Chef?
He says,
Yes, chef.
when you say,
Yes, Chef. Behind.
Welcome to Hell's Kitchen.
oh my God.
And he's a fiend.
Oh no! Does he look like Gordon Ramsay? Good shit!
It's the joke that
I guess now he looks like Gordon fucking Ramsay.
I'm real suspicious
He's
now.
going to get really rude all of a sudden. British. So he says, yes, you wanted apples, Miss Taylor. We have Red Delicious, Honey Crisp, and Granny Smith. Which would you prefer?
Could I have all three, actually?
Oh, of course. Any kind of preparation, or do you want them raw?
Just raw.
You want like an apple salad?
Give it to me raw.
No.
With some alfalfa.
I knew that joke was coming. I just wasn't sure who was going to make it.
Yeah, just like a basket would be great.
Oh, of course. Anything for my honored guests.
Oh, thank you. Still
so,
doesn't like him, though.
steak, potatoes, the eggplant parmesan, and then my good friend Richard. What about you?
He goes by Sponge.
That is true. I do go by the sponge.
You've already had your vision? You've seen your spirit animal?
I believe so, yes.
Well, this is a joyous occasion. I'll have them bring out some wine as well.
Yes, and with that, so I heard eggplant parmesan, and you said there are meats. Can I get a chicken parmesan instead? If not, I'll take the eggplant, but, preferably.
He did that millennial thing where he asks for something, but it's okay if you don't
it's
want
okay.
to.
I mean, absolutely.
Yeah.
Not
No,
for
no,
them
no.
to go out of their way or anything.
No, I will see if our cook can deliver such a dish for you. So the member of the organization who took everyone's orders runs off to what appears to be a back room.
Is he actually running?
No, he's not running.
Okay.
He's prancing off
Aw,
towards the
cute.
kitchen. Mike turns back. He goes, "Now, where were we? You, good sir." He points at Bentley. He
Yes.
says, "You've been awful quiet this evening. How did such a strapping young paladin knight? I'm assuming by the armor. We don't get many knights and paladins out this way. How did you end up in such a place as this?"
I was traveling with my friends here.
We're friends.
They were curious.
We all just like.
I need
Bentley.
Taylor Jacobs to roll a perception check to see if you caught Bentley
Oh,
referring
I feel like
you all as
Yeah,
friends.
absolutely.
Sitting next
You
to
have
him.
advantage.
No, why wouldn't she hear that?
Actually, how about
he
this?
said
How
it
about
out
this?
loud.
How about this? A wisdom saving throw.
No!
No. Just hold on. To see if you're able to hold in your excitement, the fact that he referred to all of you as friends.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. 19. So that's an 18.
Okay, so you start to get really excited, and then you remember that you think the cultist guy is kind of creepy, and you just kind of like hold your excitement back because you don't want him to get the wrong idea.
Yeah, so it's
Do we
like
think? Yeah, I think we thought they were.
be cool, be cool, be cool.
Yeah, basically. He says, "So, you've all been traveling together for a long time?" Or?
Short time.
It feels like a long time.
Couple weeks,
Something
Interesting.
like that.
something like that.
So, what boat did you guys take to get here? To get to Travaria?
327.
327.
The SS 327.
He says, "Well,
Why is the SS?
To make it a boat name.
What is SS?
Super ship.
Super
That's
ship.
not what it means.
that is
is it
not
not?
what it means
You
at
asked
all."
me and I lost it.
Is it
Oh,
sailing
sorry.
ship?
Sailing ship? Anyway, so we got here on the SS 327.
He says, few weeks. Okay. Well, so what's your story then? What makes Bentley tick? What is it that drives you?
God, supposedly.
Interesting.
I feel like in your role that does make sense.
A dragon god, supposedly.
Yeah.
A dragon.
That's what these mean, right?
A dragon god. Which one?
Talos.
Oh, interesting. If I'm not mistaken, that's the, isn't that the dragon of law and order?
It is.
So you value order and laws and adherence to such?
Adherence to protocols and standards.
Nice.
IT.
I was going to say.
He says, well, we are always looking for people who value the society that is built around such things as law and order and adherence to such.
I try to stay away from the darker side of society, though.
What do you mean, my friend? What do you mean by the darker? There's nothing. What's dark here? Look at this. And he points out to the whole room, people laughing, talking, and enjoying.
I'm going to
their
burn
meal.
another divine sense just to see. Can they sense when they're pinged?
Do you know? Make a religion check.
I don't know. Oh, that's just a 9.
So on a 9, you don't think that they can sense it.
I'm going to do it again anyway. I
Okay.
hope he can sense it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you see the same information
Yeah,
you
I
saw
know.
before, and
Are there any other ones, or is it just him?
no, just the one is the only one you sense within 60 feet of you.
Within 6. Oh, yeah, gotta establish that.
Well, I'm just being thorough.
Yeah, clearly there's going to be an army of
He's just
undead
following the
61
standards.
feet.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. They were right behind a lead-lined brick wall. You couldn't see them.
Okay,
And,
Superman.
He says, well, nonetheless, he says, everyone finds darkness where they go looking for it, I guess.
Sometimes closer than you would expect.
Yes, indeed.
So, Mike, you said that you and a couple of other people founded this place. Are they still here? Are we going to get to meet them too?
Oh, yes, of course. Myself, Clover, and Leaf founded the orchard with the goal of bringing all of the peoples of the world of Osea together.
Mike, I have a question. Why don't you have a nature name?
I get that question a lot, and I'm glad you asked. Not everyone has the same vision. And when I sat in front and performed the ritual and received my vision, all that I was shown was a mirror. So,
Well, shouldn't your name be Mirror?
well, there was a lot of debate about that. And what we ended up coming to the conclusion of was that I should keep my name because I was already that unleashed persona that was needed to move such an organization forward.
Well, thanks
So-
for sharing that.
It is
That's interesting.
a little disappointing, I must admit, when I received my vision and I didn't get vision of some form of nature. I always saw myself as more of a falcon or an eagle,
I
but
see. Okay.
Can we tell if he's lying?
you could do an insight check.
17.
With your 17, you sense a little bit of anguish when he starts talking about the eagle or the falcon. Like he was really wanting to be an eagle or a falcon.
So he drinks his own Kool-Aid. Got it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, and Crystal's not suspicious of him, so she really does believe, this is just extra convincing for Crystal that she's found her people.
Oh my gosh, Crystal, you should try this cracker, this cheese, this jam, and this cracker together. It's delicious.
Oh, okay.
There's so many different kinds of combinations. It's incredible. The main food hasn't even gotten here, guys.
And speak of the devil.
You don't get to laugh at your own jokes.
We all do it all the time.
The food begins coming out. Your food comes out, Richard, and your chicken parmesan is literally like an entire roasted chicken that's then covered in parmesan cheese and breading.
Oh, what did I
I
order?
should not have expected anything different.
Now Crystal's worried about her food.
Her eggplant parmesan.
Yeah.
So your eggplant parmesan comes out, looks exactly like you would think it looked.
An entire
Okay.
eggplant.
Richard's beating himself up for making it a, what do they call it?
Modification.
Modification,
Yeah.
to the order.
So,
Is it a
so
big eggplant?
Chef's mad at you. Yeah.
I'm sitting right next to Richard. Richard, you can have some of mine. I don't mind. You want to share?
Yeah,
You don't
here
like
you can
that one?
take
Okay.
some parts of the chicken
Yeah,
that he
It's the
doesn't
chicken
like
in half.
and gives her
thanks.
some, 3/4 of the chicken.
Gives her all the dry ass white meat.
Delicious. This is great, chef.
Yes. Enjoy your food. Bentley, your steak comes out, and it is I'm talking they basted it in butter and everything.
Aw.
It looks pretty good.
Does it have a coffee crust?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sure.
They sous vide'd it.
No, there was no sous vide going on
Oh.
there.
Bummer.
No, this was
They
open.
don't have French cooking methods.
This was
They don't
open.
They have
that
Italian.
Yeah, no
explains a
French.
lot, Yeah.
No sauce.
Yeah.
No French.
French dude.
So,
But
so he
Italian.
says, before you eat all of your food, can I interest you in any sauce?
What?
We all are. I just look at everybody around
We're
me.
all like jaws on the floor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Leave it
Would
to the
love
cults
it.
to be the ones to invent
The ones
sauce.
to invent sauce. Yeah.
We have one that's called white herb sauce, and the other one is more of a tomato-based kind of sauce.
Would you call it would it be like a marinara sauce?
I don't know what that means, but it goes really good with potatoes.
I think I want the
Two
marinara sauce.
questions. Oh, sorry.
Mhm.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
No, I think I want the red sauce.
Okay, we'll bring
Especially
the
with
red.
my
Does anyone
eggplant
want the white
parmesan.
sauce?
The red
Bentley
sauce is
will-
definitely going to be ketchup.
Bentley will take both the sauces. He's not going to eat yet. He's going to be like, I need to say a prayer before my food.
Oh.
Of course, we respect observance of other religious
It's
entities.
going to be a long prayer, so you expect to wait for a little bit.
Well,
Classic.
just don't let your
He's
food
gonna
get-
resist.
Yeah,
It's
y'all
just
go
steak.
ahead and eat.
We're from
I'm
the
gonna
South,
ritual
the
cast detect
birthplace
poison.
Of novels is prayer.
Okay,
Mm.
so you're okay.
My
so,
long prayer is going to be detect poison and disease as a ritual cast.
When the sauce comes to Crystal, she's also gonna dip her fingernail in.
Y'all are already eating this.
Yeah.
So,
sauce.
so Tyler, when
Just
did
'cause she
you
doesn't
when
trust
did
it. Mm-hmm.
you collect the leaf of a yew tree?
Oh, shit. Okay. You really going to pull that?
We're doing components.
You don't cast spells.
I guess
know,
I didn't,
but
so I
it's
can't
such
do it. Okay.
Such a bummer.
So Crystal
I'll just make up a fake prayer then.
No,
and
it's-
Wait, don't you have like I guess you probably don't have like a holy symbol that you can use as your.
I mean, I do. It's on one of my weapons.
that are on
That's
the racks.
unfortunate.
Sitting,
Yeah.
sitting a little bit away from
That's
me.
unfortunate.
Yeah, that's the only reason I brought up the component because you're.
Did I also not have a necklace? Sword, chainmail, keyring skeletons, dagger, necklace. I don't think that's it though.
No, it was. I thought it was on your shield. No, you don't have.
I don't have a shield. I'm a dual wielder.
Yeah. Anyways, no, you put it on your sword so you didn't have to drop your two swords in the middle of combat. To
Oh, I
cast
have an
spells.
axe and a sword now. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Your axe and
You're
your
right.
sword.
I did do that. So I can't do that
Yeah.
because I would have to go get my. Oh, I said one of my weapons, but
Right.
it was the axe.
Yeah.
So it could
that
still be
is-
conceivably be the sword on my back, but I would have to grab it probably in channel.
And
So I won't do it. You're right.
yeah, I'm just saying that'd be kind of sus. Like if I'm
fine.
sitting at a table with someone, they're like, I gotta say a prayer first, and they pull out a fucking sword. I'm having some questions.
Maybe they live by the Bushido way. Maybe Tor really got to him and he accepted the life of the samurai.
Anyways, he
Well-
says, well, all of you, I hope you enjoy your meal. And, I've been asking, I just realized I've been very rude this evening. I've asked you a lot of questions. Do you have anything you want to know about the orchard or about
Well, I have a
me?
question for you, actually.
Yes, my
Mike.
friend.
Do you have any, what do you like to do for fun? Do you like to go travel or anything?
Oh, we've got this new thing here called yoga.
Mm-hmm.
It is so enjoyable. It really helps me stretch out the old bones. You know what I mean?
Crystal pipes up and she's like, I'm a certified yoga instructor. If anybody ever wants to join my classes, I'm happy to host them here.
Wait, you're a yoga instructor?
Yep.
He says, so you've studied under Mr. Datarian?
No, actually, I studied under Todd.
I don't think that's one of his nicknames.
Who is this guy that you're
Oh,
describing?
Yeah.
the man who brought yoga to us.
Well,
I believe his
Um,
first name was Amun Datarian.
no, I actually, yoga from where we're from is a pretty far spread practice.
Hmm.
And so a lot of people train under a lot of other individuals to become masters.
Interesting.
So my yoga may in fact look different than your yoga because they are, different masters. Also probably different locations. And now she's beginning to question on whether or not this yoga looks like her yoga.
He says, but yes, I love yoga. I love spending time getting to know my fellow brothers and sisters in the orchard. And of course, our goal of bringing the great Aspen network to connect all of the peoples of the world. But how are you enjoying the food? We take great pride in our food here.
I said this earlier, but Tyler was trying to cast detect poison, but I'm also going to do that because specifically the sauce. Not because she's suspicious of him, but because she doesn't know what's in it and she's worried that it's going to have something weird in it.
Mm-hmm.
Not because she's worried that he's trying to actually poison
Careful,
her.
the DM's not gonna let you do that because it's gonna fuck with his plan.
No.
Well, my fingernails are already painted with the stuff, so all it would take is for me to just dip my fingernails in the
In a
sauce.
leaf.
So, no poisons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, I just wanted to fuck with Tyler.
Oh my god, that's really funny.
Um,
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
amazing how
she's
you
not-
do something like that and everyone just assumes that something bad's going to happen.
Well,
right?
no, and Crystal really
So-
wasn't assuming that. She just was kind of worried because what their version. She's like
It was the sauce.
this whole
vegan?
thing. She may be
Yeah.
oblivious to a lot of things, but she knows that
And
sauce isn't
So
normal here.
basically, anyone who gets the sauce, the red sauce is ketchup and the white sauce is literally ranch dressing.
I should have
Where
got
did
the
you-
ranch.
Where did you get sauce from? It's so uncommon here.
It's not that uncommon. Several of the nicer restaurants throughout Travaria in particular are well known for their sauce.
Oh, are we trash?
I think the answer is yes.
But yes,
We
how,
are.
how are you all enjoying your meals? Is it
It's
to your
incredible.
liking?
Oh,
Is there any
yes.
complaints?
Not at
Not at
all.
all.
It's wonderful.
This is going to sound weird coming from where we come from, but the portion sizes are just a little bit off.
Well, we do, when we make the order, we don't specify the race of the individual. So sometimes the portions are a little wonky because, a dragonborn versus a gnome, as far as eating, there's going to be some difference there, especially when you're a new guest. Once we know you a little better, it's easier to adjust those things. How are the apples?
They're building
Miss
an
Jacobs?
algorithm.
It's
They're
funny to me that
delicious.
dragonborns are more common than centaurs, apparently.
And your steak?
Yeah, it was good.
Wonderful.
What did he eat?
So you guys were all eating. You notice he has not eaten anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
Mike,
that's
do
about what I
you want
expected.
some? I can reach over and give you a plate of this.
He says, no, I have been grazing pretty much all day. You
Your
know,
dinner.
I normally spend so much time talking that I don't really get time to eat. So I try to eat beforehand at these events.
Self-care is so important.
And he looks at Miss Crystal. He says, from what you've told me, you can understand where I'm coming from.
I just put food in my mouth.
Crystal did too.
Yeah.
That's in character.
Yeah, Crystal, like, she, like, has a bite and she's, like, puts her hand over her mouth and she's like, oh, yeah, totally.
I am interested. How are you all feeling?
How are we feeling? I feel
I need
fine.
everyone to make a constitution.
course.
A constitution saving throw.
I'm taking the omen dice.
Oh, you're taking the good one?
I'm taking the omen
I'm
dice.
going to
All
too.
right.
Dibs on the other one.
All right.
Okay, well, y'all,
Thank you.
here.
Taylor got a 15.
That's a 19 plus numbers. So
Okay.
Nice.
14.
23.
Okay.
Nice.
Richard got a 10.
With the
With the omen dice?
All right, and what did Taylor get?
15.
So, Taylor, everyone 15 and below, your eyes are getting really heavy.
15 and below?
Yeah. Your eyes are getting really
Crap.
heavy.
So my detect poison just wasn't strong
poison.
enough?
Let's detect
I'm
poison
so
and
confused.
disease,
It's
but
not
yeah.
poison.
I need to look up what poison is supposed to be for. All right.
And
I'll
you guys...
Richard starts
Pass.
leaning his head back.
Yeah.
Richard,
this technically isn't poison.
Yeah.
You okay, Richard? Getting a little sleepy? I mean,
Crystal
that was
puts
a
her
big
head
deal.
And
on-
Richard is out cold.
Whoa, what? Richard? What?
Crystal puts her head on Amy Ann's shoulder.
Oh my
Taylor,
God, Chris.
Taylor's going to be like,
Bit-
you
Yeah,
bastard. What did you do to us?
Bentley's immediately going to stand up and grab his weapons.
Okay, so you stand up and go to grab your weapons. What does Amy Ann do?
Yeah, so I got Crystal on one side, Richard on the other. She's like,
How many hit points do both of you have?
I have 31.
Oh, dear.
I think.
I have 36.
Yeah.
You guys have a lot of
We're the tanks. We're, I think, right?
Yeah.
And you see as he like you jump up and he says,
He's going to cast sleep on us, the
Yeah.
bitch.
yeah. he
Okay.
just goes, take a nap. Okay, so Amy Ann's asleep.
She doesn't like. She doesn't slowly.
If Taylor Jacobs wasn't already asleep, she'd be like, yeah, that's how she falls asleep every night.
Yeah. Bentley, how many hit points did you have?
36.
36. Okay. Oh yeah, that's multiple 8s. Bentley is asleep.
A gratitude today keeps the haters away, and that's why we want to thank you for listening to Overworked and Underplayed. You just heard Alex Capps as our DM, Annalyn Hardy as Taylor Jacobs, Katie as Crystal 2.0, Marjorie as Amy Ann, Marcel Hardy as Richard Cox, and Tyler as Bentley. Episodes are edited by Marcel, and Circle Back episodes are edited by Katie. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll circle back in 2 weeks on November 2nd for the next episode. You can help us to get the word out by rating, reviewing, and subscribing wherever you listen to podcasts. You can also follow us on social at OwnUpPod, that's OWNUPPOD, subreddit r/OwnUp.
It's only okay when Tor does it.
It's not she has low standards, it's that she prefers the creepy.